Alright, this character. So it looks like they transitioned a lot of her stuff from current code to this version pretty well. You know, they did take away some stuff because they want to be like, hey, let's make this character kind of original. Like, she can't just keep everything that she had before. Let's, like, you know, you're gonna get compromises. You get some stuff taken away, but you get some stuff in return. I know fighting game players don't like compromise. Anyway. So, normals. 5A. Small kick. If you match 5A, she moves really far forward. Holy shit. By B, it's like full moon. It's like from current code, full moon Aoko 5B, but she kicks outward like that. Not as fast. Well, I don't know yet. I don't know the frame data yet. But it looks like a good poke. 5C. Damn, she moves far forward when she does that. Whee! You can also charge this. And you have a high laser. 2A. I don't know how fast it is, but it hits low. It better hit low. 2B. She fucking moves forward when she presses 2B. 2C. God damn, she moves forward when she does 2C. Look at her. 3C. Auto launcher. 4C. Overhead. Can't charge it. It's just an overhead. 6C. Now, in this game, she doesn't have 6A, 6B, 6C anymore. They just transitioned all that to 6C. And you just press CC twice. So you do 2, 3. In case you won't want me to prove that I'm actually pressing the C button. That's it. You can't charge it. Because before you could charge it to make an overhead. You can't do that in this game. But she moves pretty far forward. You can't jump cancel. I'm pretty sure you cannot jump cancel on hit. Can't jump cancel on hit. You can special cancel. So that's the benefit there. So if someone blocks it, if you're doing pressure, so someone blocks it. There you go. Oh yeah, jump almost. Jump A. That's a knee. I don't know which moon let her have that before, but you know, it's just your knee. Jump A hits overhead pretty quick. Jump B. This move looks kind of weird to use for an air dash forward. It looks like it's going to be used for an air to air. So like when you're air dashing at people and you're meeting them in the air, that's what you're using this button for. Jump C. It's like old Crescent Moon Aoko Jump C. Just boom. It also charges too, so you can do that. If you're trying to like stop people from anti-airing you on the ground. I'm missing anything. Her run speed feels like it's similar to. It's not as fast as Tono's. It's like it's not as fast as Tono's. It has startup. It's not as fast as Tono's, but it's faster than Akiha's. I think it's faster than Akiha's, faster than Hisui, but you know, people will test it. But it feels not as good. Backdash is still pretty tight. What does a laser hit high? Nope. Oh yeah, the other thing to mention, she still has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 2 air dashes in either direction. And she has 3 jumps. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that means she gets this in Moondrive. And she also gets this. So you can do 1, 2. Oh, moon drive. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do that, but you can't. I think you're not allowed to do. You're still not allowed to do 1, 2, 3, 4. You can't air dash forward again, but you can do 2, 3, 4. Oh, you can't air backdash. Okay, that's good. They realized that'd be fucking a pain in the ass to deal with after forward dash. You can still do it after backdash. She feels like more like CF. I don't know. She's still this character that's hard to catch. Also, F doesn't have this. I'll go over that now. Fireball. 2, 3, 6. Finger gun. Now, you can press the A button to do that. That is special cancelable, I think, at any point. Oops. Special cancelable at any point. You can charge the last laser, so you could do. So when you do when you press A, 1, 2, you hold the last one, you get a charge. 236B is just that beam laser. It goes full screen. I don't know if it's not unblockable. God bless. There we go. And then she has 236C. Is essentially like a good way to confirm if someone's throwing fireballs at you. You just do 236C, you're good. She has her 623 DP motion. 623A is her sliding from full moon. 623B is her wheel kick. It is an overhead. It is not invincible in this game. So she has no invul DP that's meaningless. However, she has EX DP that is invul, but it's not overhead. I forgot to talk about the other beams, the Moonskill beam. Well, I'll go over those afterwards. Is 22X head invul? I have no clue. Speaking of 22X, that. It's like her old 2-2 from Melty, but except she has a new animation. 22A, 1 laser, 22B, 2 lasers, 22C, a bunch of lasers. I think this goes full screen. Once I get meter. Nope, about like half screen. So you have to be like here to get the full use of 22C full screen. 214A. She throws out these fireballs. Well, 214A and B, she throws out those orbs. They work like how they used to work, whereas these pop on proximity. You can also hold the button down so it moves forward for you. So, you can only have 2 of the grounded ones on the screen at a time. 2 of the grounded 214 orbs on the screen at the same time. So, whoop. See how it's not going off? Oops. You can get that to happen a lot. Now, you also have EX Orb. You can do the same thing. You just eat. And if it hits them, it'll pop. Actually, it's a lot bigger, so it'll activate from further away. The other orb. Well, the air version of these orbs. 214A, 214B. So you still have to abide by the same rule. But these air orbs, you can only have 2 on the screen at the same time. The only exception is the EX orb. So 1, 2, 3. And they last, the time they're on the screen is not that long. Now for the other orbs. 421. Where she points. And they made it so hard for you to see that she's pointing at you. So these do not move on the screen at all. Doesn't matter how long you hold the button. They don't move on the screen. However, for as long as you're holding the button, or holding a button, it sits there. So you can kind of like run pressure on people, but as soon as you get hit, it goes away. So, however, you can do stuff like this. Oops. And it'll trade in your favor. The reason why that's so important is because of this. It's not gonna work the same way. So, remember how getting counter hit in the air Melty Blood is bad? Now imagine trying to trade with her while that's on the screen. So if you try to hit her while she's approaching you and that goes off, you get counter hit, you get popped in the air, she gets to do whatever she wants. So the best way to show is just to see how you look when you get counter hit in the air. You have forever to figure out what you want to do. That's like a free 3,000 damage because that happened. So this is still really strong. However, they did weaken how big this was. This used to be bigger, even though it looks pretty obnoxious here. So that it's good to know that they reduced the size, but it's still really strong. So now, you can do the same thing for 421B. 421B, you hold the button down, orb stays out. You can't change the direction of 421B at all. But you can still hold down different buttons. So, what does that mean? It means this. So it looks like you can only have 4 of the regular orbs on the screen at the same time as for right now. I'll probably change over time, people figure out bugs. But it's important to understand that. Let me do that correctly. This is really strong because what happens is people get lost. People get lost in which is the proximity orb, which is the held orb. Now someone's gonna say, oh, you just look at the center of the orb, and if it looks like such and such pattern, you know it's this. The best way to remember which orb is a held one and which one is a proximity orb, held orbs can only be at a certain height at all times. Proximity orbs can be either, because they can be done in the air, they can be like at varying heights. Proximity orb, held orb, proximity orb, held orb. That's how it works. So sometimes approaching Aoko, you think you can just swat these to get rid of them all at the same time, when these could be held. So if you press a button, like let's say you do like a jab into this, right? To get rid of like 2 of these, one will definitely pop and you won't get hit. The other one, she can let go, pop, and give a counter hit status to you, and you're just like dead. In case you grab and have the orbs hit after. Oops. Yeah, that should answer your question. Can you spawn camp and proximity orbs? I mean, that's if you can somehow get them to spawn in the same place every time. The orbs have a hitbox? Yes. They have a hitbox. These have a hitbox and a hurtbox. These only have a hitbox. But they only go off when I let go. Is that it? Okay, those are like her normal special moves. She can also have 421C. 421C is not a EX orb anymore for her. It just counts towards the 2 you can have on the screen being held. So you see how I can't do another A orb? I can't do another A held orb. So that's 421C, 421B. The game won't give me 421A. The game's like, nah, you have 2 of those out already. Get out of here. Collision box? Probably. Oh, for popping? Okay. Like I said, held orbs can't be popped unless it's by Aoko. Proximity orbs, they can be popped by the opponent. So Toto could do 5C here, and I'll get rid of this. So... Oops. Sensi... Speed intervals... You dummy. Oh, it's a reversal action too. Oh, he won't do it. Why are you doing throw? Is it because of what's here? Blech. Why do I have all this? Oh. That might be it. What have you set to? Is the counter hit messing it up? How many with moon skills? Oh, I'll do that right now. Can you special cancel orb or whiff cancel as a special move? Nope. Oh wow, you can. I just did slow. That's tight. That's actually really tight. I thought you couldn't do that anymore. Okay, so you can do it. But you have to be fast. Because if you do... If you want held orb on the screen, you have to make sure you slide off the button from the previous. So... I still have a held orb here. Can I do... Oh. There we go. Yeah, you can do that. So you can do... If I'm thinking of this correctly in my head... Nope. Does it always give me a combo? No. So I could probably just do this. No, because it has to hit at the same time. But yeah. Yeah, you can do all sorts of crazy shit like that. Yeah, this character's gonna be crazy. Even though she's a little bit slower from what she used to be, she's gonna be nuts. Moon skills. Forward moon skill. Big laser. Can't charge it, it's just fast. Can you jump cancel and hit? No. Back moon skill. 2 orbs just like fly at you. I don't think you can hold this. Yeah, they just go on their... They just... they hold down the neutral. They just hold down the neutral. They just go. You can't control them, I guess. Can you do it in the air? Right, I'll get to that. Down BC. Is that jump cancelable? Yeah, it is. Of course. Down forward BC. Oh, it's just... It's fucking wheel kick. It's overhead, right? Of course it's an overhead. Of course that's an overhead. You can just fucking... Of course you could do that. I think that's it. Gun, wheel kick, up laser, jump cancelable, wheel kick, jump cancelable. Back is not jump cancelable. However, oh right, fucking air rain. What's it called? Back moon skill in the air lets you just put out these two orbs, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, they count for your orbs that you've placed previously. Yeah, okay. Alright, that's good. I thought that through. Yeah, that's good. I forgot about air rain. So air 236 is finger gun in the air. The only thing you could do after this is moon drive or EX cancel. Oh, she doesn't have an EXP in there. Cool. But as you can see, A laser keeps her momentum as she falls. B laser, she stops and she falls back down from where she was. She'll stop here, she'll fall straight down. And usually the only way to make it safe is, quote unquote safe, is to do this. You put that orb out here. So if you fall, you notice that they didn't block it. You put that there so they have to deal with it. And then she has EX Rain, which looks like it gives hard knockdown to her combos because she needs that. But I guess that's the theme they were going with everybody. Does she do that every time? Damn, she does, wow. This fucking stance. I'm ready to throw hands. Phew. Yeah, this character's nuts.